Good evening, everybody. Vampire YGO here again. This time I'm coming at you guys with another deck profile. Thanks to everybody for all the likes, comments, dislikes, all the new subscribers. I'm actually at almost 30 now, which is funny because, like I said, I didn't expect to get very much out of this at all. Hasn't been that long, but I appreciate all the feedback. It's been awesome. It's actually helped in multiple decks that I've gone with, especially the Necros deck from multiple people and the Blackluster Soldier deck. But yeah, subscribe if you guys want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh related content. I have plenty of more deck profiles. I just need to stop slacking, out doing vampire related things. But yeah, let's get into the profile. This is actually a Dark Magician control style deck. I actually run multiple different styles. I run a variant with the Eye of Timaeus and kind of a way to get the fusions out and build a board that style. This one here is actually my favorite, the Dark Magician control. I play with it a decent amount online. It does amazing against more mid-range decks, and again, if it's definitely a going first style deck. So yeah, let's get right into it, and you guys can check it out and let me know what you guys think. As you can see, obviously, 3 of the Dark Magician. These are actually my favorite artworks. The Shonen Jump one is hard. It's kind of like a Duelist Saga holo. And then my favorite, the Arcana version. But yeah, definitely running 3. This deck, always 3. So we got 1 Magician of Dark Illusion. The artwork's actually pretty cool too. And we got 3 of the Apprentice Illusion Magician. Test around multiple ways of 2 and 3. I know a lot of people kind of go back and forth on their profiles between what they see, between how many you should run in this. I mean, I like the search power a lot. It's an easy summon. Like I said, you don't have to discard anything specific to get it out of the hand. And then her like Honest-esque kind of effect for defense for your spellcasters. You can use it against majority of monsters with like the Rod, Magician of Dark Illusion, and then obviously the main one. And then we're running 3 Rod. Searcher is pretty much your only normal summon that you're going to go with in the deck. It's awesome. Just get it. If you don't already know what it does, you search for a Dark Magician card, spell or trap card from your deck, add it to your hand. Usually you're going to go to, depending on what you have, if you don't have any Dark Magicians, you're going to want to go with the Illusion of Magic, and then, you have the option of Eternal Soul or your Dark Magic Circle, depending on what you drew hand-wise. And that's enough for the Dark Magician monsters. Next, we do run a few hand traps. The different variants. I don't know, it's always crazy to kind of see just like how the artwork turns out differently on these guys, these gals. The common, ultra, OG. Yeah, best hand trap to ever come out in the game. And then rock into Effect Veiler. That would be it for the monsters. Decent, I would say it's a decent variation or amount of the hand traps to have in there. Got Dark Magic Attack. Get rid of any pesky spells, traps on the boards, floodgates, things like that. And then 3 of the Dark Magic Circle. It's like kind of like a Pot of Duality or an extra version of Pot of Duality for the deck. Searches you a Dark Magician related spell or trap or a physical normal Dark Magician itself. We got 1 Illusion Magic. I feel like 1 is perfectly fine. It's easily searched, or if not, you already have something else like a Dark Magician or a Apprentice Illusion Magician to get you out what you need. And then some more pretty much draw power. We have 2 Duality that we're running. 3 is a little bit bricky. You don't need 3, and sometimes you do special summon in the turn. You don't link often in this deck, but when you do, it definitely is a boost. And then again, like I said, you don't really rely too much on the extra deck. You're not fusing or anything in this. It's pretty much all link related, with maybe the Wee Witch to get your guys a boost for an extra 500, or again, depending on whatever you're playing or what scenario you're in. But extravagance in most decks, obviously, that everyone knows, that does not rely on that extra deck. Should be taking advantage of that. That would be it for the spells. And then we have the trap cards. So for control style, Crackdown. Man. Any deck that runs this card, that runs it at 3, should definitely be terrified of. Everyone should be running Twin Twisters in their deck now with cards like this running around out there. Again, definitely want to go first. And then, man, I jumbled that up. You want to get the summon limit. 3 of these, you want to see it as fast as possible. You know, half of your summons or more are on your opponent's turn when it comes to Dark Magicians with the Navigation or the Eternal Soul. And even when it is your turn, you don't summon that much, and it doesn't even really matter, honestly, depending on what's going on. If you can get this out right away, kind of put them in a bad bind, and then, you know, you're sitting there with some high attack monsters just waiting to do their thing. And that would be it for at least the control styles traps for that one, or at least continuous. Or 3 of the Eternal Soul. I've always gone back and forth with 2 of this. I just find, you know, I always go back to 3. Special summoning on their turn, the protection, getting you the freaking dark magic attack when needed to is also clutch. It's an awesome card. And then, you know, it does have a big drawback, but to be honest, I rarely see it going down like that, honestly. And then you want 3 navigation, the summon effect plus the grave effect, especially for the control for the grave effect. But it's a dope card. I mean, like I said, go first. You really want to usually see this, especially if you go first and you have a Dark Mage in already hand. Don't search anything else. Just search this when it comes to the Magician's Rod. You just want to get this out as fast as possible, or get the Dark Magicians out as fast as possible, especially if you have a circle. That's your banishing control there. When they start doing things, you can decide to pop this at a certain point in time, obviously, when they get like their LP out or something like that. Dark Magic Circle, banish the LP, and then, you know, watch them try to recover, crack down whatever they recover. And then aside from the traps for the Dark Magicians, more control, we run these 3 right here. Judgment, I mean, don't use it that often, but it definitely comes up. Skill Drain, you do want to see, and you do use a lot. I mean, like I said, get your boys on board and just start attacking over everything, and then an Imperm to add as like a 3rd effect veiler, basically. And that would be it for the main deck. Side deck, I'm not going to be showing again in this one as well. I mean, the meta's still ever changing at the, you know, this fall season that we've got going on here. And, you know, 3 Nibiru, so forth, Dark Ruler No Mores, so forth, Twin Twisters, Denko Segas. Again, just depends on kind of what you're going for. Extra hand traps. I've even messed around with some Lancias in here, and the Psy-Frame package as well, which actually worked out pretty well. But for the links, because you run the normal, I do 1 link spider. Again, you don't link too often, so you're not really going to be relying on most of these. 3 Wee Witches. I would swap out 1 Wee Witch for a Beat Cop. I just do not have one. And then you got the Phoenix for spell and trap, or extra spell and trap removal. Lambda, because it's pretty much one of the best links ever to come out in this game. And then we got some big boys as well. The Boro Brothers. It's actually not that hard to get out Apollosa in this deck too, if need be. And then, yeah, if you want to get, we'll go straight into the Exceeds. And then two Ebon illusions. You don't honestly go into them as much as you would think either. You really want to, you know, do a bunch of damage, go into a Red Eyes Metal Flare, and then leave it at that and let them try to, you know, do as minimum as possible without killing themselves before going out. One Draco Sack, and then as PB and them would say, and King Trent, the number 11 Kidnapper. And that would be it for the extra deck. There's a few things that I've been testing with. This is just kind of what I've been going with recently. Again, you don't use it too often. You're usually just beaten down with the Dark Magicians. It's pretty much what you're nabbing at there with, again, summon limits, imperms, and then the main card that you honestly want to see in this is the Crackdowns. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Appreciate all the feedback again, likes, dislikes. Please let me know if you guys have any tips or if anything that you think I should try or just to discuss about in general. Again, if you like it, please like it. Also subscribe if you guys are interested in any more Yu-Gi-Oh content once I get on it. Everyone, have a good night.